Hello, happy Thursday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. The last 7 days have been interesting. I'll just back up to last Thursday. Thursday night, we were getting ready to go to bed. I went into the living room. I have a standing lamp behind my rocking chair, and so I was standing in front of the chair, and I just leaned forward about a foot to reach the lamp. And at that moment, I got this. The only way I can explain it is like a firecracker explosion of like nerve, numb pain that just starburst from the center of my lower back. So I was like, that's not good. I stood up slowly, carefully. I was like, all right, this is interesting. And waited a second, made sure I could, it was still going down my legs. And I went outside, and in the bedroom, I was like, this is what happened. I was telling my husband, he's like, all right, well, how does it feel now? And I was like, it's a little weird, in case something were to happen with my back, I just wanted someone else to know about it. Go to bed, had a really, not a great sleep night for my back. I think it was Friday night, or Friday afternoon maybe. I developed this, punched in the back of my head feeling at the base of the right side of my skull. And so I think it was a muscular thing, but it was so painful. Like, it hurt to the touch. It hurt to lean back on a pillow. It was very, very tender. And I did, with a lot of padding and buffering, I did ice it for a couple, 20 minutes, a couple of times on Saturday because the pain, and Sunday because the pain was just so bad. That lasted 3 days. Monday, I get up and I have complete, and this is new for me, complete neuropathy on the entire right side of my head. My face, my ears, my eye. It hurt to close my eyes. My eyes, it's still a little bit sore. It feels like there's something in my eye, which I have checked, there is not. And I noticed the issues were down my right side, but not as bad, below my neck, but I'm just noticing it. And so Friday I had called my dentist and asked for an emergency appointment because I was convinced that I had 2 fillings out, one on the top, one on the bottom, on my left side. I have not been able to chew well on my left side for over a year. Don't come for me. The pandemic, I was afraid. I didn't want to put myself in, a situation that would require somebody to be really close up to me without my mask on. And so I was like, I'll just wait a little while. Well, a little while turned into going on Tuesday. And my dentist is awesome. I've had to educate about CRPS, and I feel like there are places that I've gone where they look at me like, right, and I wish I could carry my chart with me to show them, but I can't. But they're amazing at the dentist office. They're very nice. And so when I went in, I said, this is the pain I'm having, but I'm having neuropathy on the entire right side of my face is very tender. But I didn't want to put off the appointment because I thought if there's something going on with my fillings, because it feels like a toothache. And not all the time, but it's tender, it's sensitive, it hurts. Something was up. So they bring me in, talk to me, they x-rayed everything. My dentist comes in, talks to me, looks at the x-rays, checks my teeth, goes back to the x-rays, checks my teeth again. He's checking my whole mouth. And then he said, well, I don't know what to tell you because your fillings are fine. So I was like, well, wait, what? And he said, yeah, your fillings are completely intact. So then we start talking, and he said, but the one thing I did notice is that your mouth is incredibly dry. So I was thinking, okay, I do have dry mouth, but I also get, I stop talking periodically as I'm making these videos because I feel like I have, this is so gross, but excess of saliva in the front of my mouth. So I was like, I don't know what's up with that. I know I'm dehydrated. I know I'm not drinking enough. But overloading on fluids leads to other issues. And, with, CRPS affecting my bladder, I can't just be loading up on fluids all day long because that's, hi, TMI video. This is great. Anyway, so he said, your mouth is incredibly dry. So he thinks that's adding to an already difficult situation. I have gum recession. And he said, so your teeth are already sensitive because your gums are receding a bit. But he said, overall, I really think this is stemming from the other health issues you have. He said, I feel like this is like the nerves are on overdrive. So I was sitting there and I'm thinking, wow, this is in my head. My monologue was like, this is awesome. You don't have to get anything done. There's no drilling. But then my, counter monologue was saying, this is not a fixable problem. So it was kind of upsetting because I thought, at least if he had drilled something, if he had like fixed the filling, or at the worst case, I've had a root canal in the past. They're not good, but like, if it fixes the problem, then the problem is fixed. And so I thought, okay, I'll go. I felt like I was walking to the gallows, but I was like, I'm going to the dentist. I'm doing the right thing for my teeth. He can't do anything. And so he said, I want you to get in touch with your, the neurologist. And when I was telling him about the phantom taste and smell, he was asking me, he's like, did you have COVID? So I was like, no. I said, that was happening before COVID. But then he was like asking if I'd been vaccinated, which I have been. And so he said, I said, we've all been from home. I said, everybody was literally locked down. And I said, and I was super careful, and I've been super careful. And he said, I'm sure you have been, because I didn't want to put myself in any jeopardy. But when I told him that the phantasmia had started before the pandemic, and I didn't lose my sense of taste and smell. They just, other people are smelling flowers. I'm smelling lighter fluid. I don't know. So he can't do anything. And I'm sort of stuck feeling sad and kind of aggravated. And he said I have bone loss in the bottom, which I know. And that eventually he'll have to probably replace one or more of these teeth. But he said to me yesterday, that's down the line. Don't worry about it. But he said to me that he thinks I should be taking magnesium, which the neurologist said could be helpful, but he wanted me to start with B2. And I don't know, I left feeling, I texted my daughter, I was like, well, I'm done, I can't do anything. If it had been a hard visit, because I had to go through that, I would have felt like this was a hard visit, but it's fixed. But now I still can't chew on my left side. And when I bite down on anything with these bottom front teeth, it feels like a wave of nerve pain goes up and goes down. So the only really usable part of my mouth to chew is my right side. And right now I can, it's better today. But having the entire right side of your face, neck, scalp, neck, it's difficult. And these are new issues. You know what I mean? My teeth have been a problem my entire life. I was a gumball. There was gumball machines in the grocery store, and I loved going grocery shopping anyway. I don't mind going grocery shopping. I'd go with my mom, and my incentive in part was, could I have a nickel for the gum machine? And I'd save all my, change, and I'd get it, and I chewed them like it was my full-time job. Needless to say, I had cavities from a very young age, and our dentist was a quack and kind of an idiot, and I didn't like him because I just didn't like going, I didn't like him, and it was just not good. And so when I had to get my wisdom teeth pulled out, that was after I was married, and that was an interesting experience. Totally different dentist, but I was like, you have to go that extreme? Come on. So I told him to pull them all at once. I said, I think I have 3 of them out. I said, just pull them all at once. And they were like, no. And I said, I'm not coming back if you don't pull them all at once. So get me while I'm here. So they did. And then all of this stuff started happening. And so I feel like if my hands hurt, or one of my hands hurts, I have another hand. I can manage. If my back hurts, which it always does, it's like, okay, I can manage. My legs hurt, I can rest a little bit, but I can manage. I can't chew. It alters what I can eat and how I eat. And that's, if things are too hot, if things are too cold. It's hard when it's just hard. And so that, believe me, I am not begging anybody to do dental work on me. No and no. My dream dental scenario is to be completely knocked out, they do everything they have to do, and then they wake you up and they're like, okay, see you in X amount of time, bye. I don't want to be sitting there getting, you know, I have to, every time I go to the dentist, I have to get dental work done. I wear earbuds and I blast like Metallica because I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Don't tell me about it. Just tell me when you're finished. Yesterday, he was finished in like half an hour, and the upshot was, he said, I need you to drink more fluids. So he wanted me to switch toothpaste, because the sensitive toothpaste I've been using for at least a year and a half, 2 years, he doesn't think it's doing enough. So I switched. He wants me to use like mouthwash, which I have been using. You know, I said the dry mouthwash. So once again, thanks RSD. You screwed me over again. Yay! Yeah, so I don't know, like, do any of you, I'm sure everybody's got dental stuff going on. I'm curious, I want to ask people in my group, like, what do you do, you know, because this is not it feels like I have a toothache. That's the kicker. It feels like a toothache. And he did get in there, and he was like tapping, scraping, and I was just like, all right, take it easy. And he went back and forth, and he said, I'm telling you, it's not, you know, he said it's the nerves. And so it's like, you gotta be kidding me. So here we are. What a week, 7 days of, and so I know the arachnoiditis is problematic right now, because I feel it as I'm sitting here. And like, even being on the train, I got a seat on the way into Manhattan, which was nice, but the subway seats, if you're a New Yorker and you ride the subway, I don't know if you find the subway seats comfortable. I do not. It's nice to sit, because standing for a long period of time is not a good situation for me. But sitting, I mean, after a while, I'm doing this, I'm trying to move, and the people around me are like, what's her problem? But I can't, because there's no way to get comfortable for me against those seats. On my way home, it was closer to rush hour. Train was pretty crowded, but this very nice gentleman, as soon as I got on the train, jumped up and said, oh, sit down. So I was like, okay, how bad do I look that I needed to get a seat right away? But I was like, okay, thank you. So I sit down, and he's very nice. But my back, it's just like, you know, it's very hard. So I have to, you know, I'm still feeling that. I'm regrouping from sitting on the subway. But yeah, and I feel it down my legs. And, you know, this is my life. This is my medical life. This is what's happening. I can't get out of it. I can't trade it for something different. I can't shake it off and just be like, okay, you know. I mean, I do shake it off, because what can I do? What can we do? So that's where we are. It's been an interesting 7 days. I hope wherever you are that you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no aggravation kind of a day, kind of a week, kind of a weekend, because that's what we hope for. That's what we deserve, and that is what I wish for every one of you. I will see you tomorrow via the blog, next week for another video. Be well.